Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Bird Eye News. My name is Harrison Ertzberg, and I'm your host. Like many other schools, FBCS had a student council of elected student body members that had many different roles. Today, we are here with the newly created Leadership Club at FBCS. This club repealed and replaced the council care we were also used to. We will now interview Mr. Benage, a new teacher at our school, about his role in the Leadership Club and their vision for the school year. Stay tuned. We're here with our new teacher, Mr. Benage. Welcome, Mr. Benage.
Thank you.
And you're also the new proctor, I understand, for our Leadership Club.
Advisor, yes.
Advisor, yeah. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the club?
Oh, please do.
Okay, our first, why was the Leadership Club started, and what is the mission of the club?
Well, from my understanding, just being a new guy here, it was the somewhat replacement for the Leadership Council, or the Student Council.
Yeah.
Okay, which is an elected body. This is, you volunteer and you work with an advisor to plan student functions, like dances, and the lock-in was real popular, so they're planning to do that. So those are the kind of things we're looking at working on, and you can't do a lot of big things in one semester. People just don't have time to do all that. So I think we're going to limit it to 2 this semester and see how it works out.
I see. And this is a big change from the normal popular vote system that student council was.
Yes, but now the students that come there will be the ones that want to work on something for the student body.
Sure.
And they'll have an advisor that's interested in helping them, with their leadership, because without leadership, they're not going to get there.
Yeah.
So they need someone to kind of point them in the right direction and kind of ask questions and guide them along and that kind of stuff.
Sure. Do you have any leadership positions set up already in Leadership Council, or you guys?
In the leadership team, well, we have a recorder or secretary, and we have a couple students that want to take pretty much charge of the events. So I haven't named what those positions are yet.
Sure.
But anyhow, yeah, there's a couple of people stepping up. But really, in those kind of things, you need a lot of people that are go-getters, and those are like become your leaders, just to go out and run down the things that have to happen when you do those kind of things. So these are kind of big undertakings, and they take people to do a lot of things, and when they don't have a lot of time, then you need a lot of people to put in
more hours, yeah.
So you get more of the necessary contacts done and the necessary preparations done.
Yeah.
Arrangements made, all that kind of thing.
We've got another question here for you. How is the club formatted, and what are some of the club's first assignments, which you kind of touched on a little bit?
Well, the format is still coming together. But the assignments is, what do the students want to do?
Yeah.
So they've chosen a lock-in, which was very popular last year, and a winter dance. What that's going to look like hasn't been decided yet. This is only our second meeting, and this is the first meeting that we had a large number, not a large, but a modest number of students. In the last meeting, the first meeting, we had just 4 students show up, and
oh wow,
that ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
not going to make the program.
Yeah.
But today we had substantial more, since we talked about it to the announcements and teachers in the classes, and so that worked out. So we'll see how it goes next week, and what we can get done between now and next week.
Yeah.
When people start looking at the lock-in and all the things that have to be done, and we need to next week we need to get started on doing those things.
Yeah.
So they happen in time, because now we're coming down toward the end of September. If we're going to get it done by early November, we need to get it going.
Yeah. Have you thought of holding a public forum or a student forum, or taking a poll of the student body and seeing what they want in terms of events at the school?
I had not thought of that, but I think that for now we need to find out what the people on the leadership team want to do. And then if the student body has some interest in that, they need to talk to somebody on the leadership team.
I see. So these are approachable members that we can come up to with ideas?
I would hope so.
I see. The end goal.
That's one of the things that you have to tell, you have to instill in people that are leaders, is that you really need to listen to the people you're working with,
yeah,
and your peers in a situation. So you're not trying to do things that are counterproductive kind of things.
Yeah.
You want, especially in a school setting where you're trying to do activities for students, you've got to know something about what the students want to do.
Yeah.
Can you do everything a student wants to do? Probably not. But you can do some of them, and you can do some of the ones they really want to do.
Yeah.
And that's how sometimes you make a decision. Well, these two projects would be nice, but we can't do both of them. So which one, they really like this one and kind of okay on this one, you can choose one they really like.
Yeah.
And make that work.
And you guys the club could elect a PR position or even have a Dropbox where people put in notes, suggestions, and see what's popular.
It could. My experience with those is they get virtually nothing.
Yeah. Okay, and we have another question here, our last question. Do you feel you can live up to the name of our late student council, which was around for 5 years and did quite a bit of work?
I'm not trying to live up to the name.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do everything they did. I'm trying to teach students leadership, and in doing that, we'll do that through the projects that they choose to do. So it's a little bit of a different focus.
Yeah.
So we'll have a leadership club figure out what projects they want to do, and those are the ones, assuming they're feasible projects, those are the ones we'll do. And then we got to limit it down to a number that's manageable. You can't do, in one semester, you can't do 5 major things. Trying to hold a dance every week, that ain't going to happen.
The time or the resources.
Nobody has any time to do all that.
Yeah.
Even once a month would be a stretch.
Yeah.
So that's why right now, the students are in agreement that the 2 projects are what we're going to do this semester.
Okay.
Anyway, see how that goes.
And we'll be hearing about those projects soon, I suppose?
I would hope so.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Benage, and
thanks for your interview.
we'll catch you later on the Bird Eye News. Thank you so much for watching our exclusive clip with Mr. Benage and our sneak peek into his leadership club. My name's Harris Nertzberg. Stay tuned for more Bird Eye News.